and I feel that it really blends the tradition and modernity in such a good way. This is inspired by the Kirti Mukha. The Kirti Mukha is about, all know it is about protection. There is so much of symbolism. It's a human and a half animal figure, which is usually found around the temples and the Warangal fort in various representations. And it has been absolutely translated in the triangular detail. When you hold this piece, you will be able to visualize what is the realistic appeal of this piece. We have used a very interesting red stone mala piroi to give it a very modern twist, give it a bit of asymmetry and style, and fuse it with beautifully crafted nakash beads on the other side. So again, it's a very, very stylish piece, but it is so rooted in our own heritage. This piece is a modern take from the design team on the Hasli, and it is inspired by the yali. If you see, there are two beautiful yali motifs used in absolute three-dimensional form, and this is a flexible necklace. So Haslis, usually you will see the silhouette is very rigid. It does not sit very well on a lot of necks. Great pain has been taken to craft these pieces so that they are not only appealing, but they are ergonomically well suited to each style and each type of neck. Again, the inspiration of the beautiful scrolls and the details on the Hasli are crafted with nakashi and rava and fine filigree work infused to give it a very complex and very differentiated look. This piece is again, I can just go on and on saying that each one of these pieces are my favorite, but trust me, the team has worked so hard in translating these pieces that when we see them, we fall in love with them, and we are hoping that you do too. This is a gaja necklace inspired by the 526 elephants that beautifully line the outside of the Ramappa temple. Each elephant outside the temple has a different posture. The trunk of the elephant is in a different direction. But what is very unique about the elephants used in this temple, which was very smartly crafted by the architect at that time, they all go in a clockwise direction, leading you with the right way to go to the temple and to exit out of the temple. It is wondrous that someone in that era was thinking so deeply, and as designers, we feel really inspired by this thought. And we've used some, beads and little coins to highlight and adorn this piece with a touch of red stones, which make it again very, very suitable for today and very stylish as well. So that was it from our side. Any guesses? We have spoken about it. This is the Rudreshwara step well, and it has been very beautifully translated. And what the idea was that we wanted things which remind you of your heritage, yet we wanted to style them in a very special silhouette so you can even flaunt it with your modern attires. So if you see, the belt of the harem is made with very interesting coins from the Kakatiya era, and it has very beautifully combined the bells. So we have interfused various elements so that it's also, giving you a glimpse of different parts of this region. So there is a bell, there is a step well, and there are coins of that era. This is very easy to guess, and it is a piece that is very close to our heart. This is inspired by the Warangal bell, and if you see, the detailing of it is so intricate. We have taken months to actually create this piece. The research for the selection started almost about a year back because we wanted to get things right. The team wanted to present to you something that you really admire, and You see there are details of the gopuram on the beads of this necklace, which is the heart. I don't have a pointer, I realize, otherwise I would have actually highlighted that area. And even the details are taken from the facades, the beautiful carvings, which was so advanced for that time. The intricate craftsmanship. I was personally there and I was literally amazed to see what kind of mastery existed in that era and what flourished here in this very own Taram. It's a matter of great pride for the design team of Tanisha to be able to create something for the modern Telugu woman, and that is something which is so deep-rooted and inspired by your own very heritage that brings pride and makes us feel so connected with our roots. So I will not take much time because a lot has been said about the Kakatiya dynasty and about the beautiful pieces that you are all going to be able to see very soon. But it would be my pleasure to take you through the beauty and the art and the thinking that has gone behind in getting inspired by something which was so majestic, which was so grand, which was so full of art and the beautiful architectural marvels like Ramappa temple, the Warangal fort, the Rudreshwara well. Let's soon look at that, but I would give you a little anecdote about the Kakatiya dynasty. I don't know how many of you are aware. This was such a well advanced and progressive dynasty of the Deccan region that they had thought of conserving water. In fact, they were one of the first few ones who were even making provisions to conserve their own water. And the same progressiveness is very apparent when you look at their spectacular architecture. So I will take you through some more details, but first let's look at a few designs. So this particular piece that you see, can anyone take a guess what is the inspiration behind it? Because you all are here, maybe few of you have also visited this place. Absolutely. So this creation from the Tanisha Design Studio is inspired by the 1,000-pillar temple. And what I would say is really special when you see this piece, you will realize it has been created in such great sculpture.
And many motifs that have been taken from that architectural heritage have found their way in the collection. Our design team, our head of design, Garima is here. She will probably take you through in greater depth, 12th and 13th century. And I was seeing that the reign was there for 160 years, and it was a very dominant and influential dynasty. No wonder there is a lot of pride and a lot of depth of connect that is associated with it. The Kakatiya collection also has a deep cultural heritage embedded in its architecture, and our designers have been particularly inspired by the Ramappa temple and the Warangal fort with the 1,000 pillars. I have promised our franchisee at Warangal that we are really looking forward to visiting that fort, which is very close to our, and I think the other temple is about 40 kilometers away. And it would have possibly been even wonderful to do an event in the ruins of the fort. Thank you, Dhanyavadam, and Namaskaram to all of you. Firstly, a warm welcome to this beautiful venue and this lovely grand setting. Thank you for being here. I know it's a that is how life is in all the big cities, unlike the Kakatiya. It is a national jeweler with a regional heart. We have always prided ourselves on some fundamental pillars. Yes, the Tata Group trust is there, purity is there, quality